Hi everybody, today we will be looking in detail of the miniatures from Kuminionot's Rising Sun. Here we have our favorite miniature of the entire game, the Oni of Hate. Our favorite features of the Oni of Hate are the immaculate details you can find in the wrinkles, in the skin. Even the skin looks flat. It's actually full of detail. You gotta see the miniature in real life to see it for yourself. You look at the expression on the Oni's face. It's really well sculpted. It does its job. And look at the weapons over there. The weapons have details on details. Next is the Spider Lady. The Spider Lady is really nicely sculpted. What we really like is that CMON doing that transparent base over there. So what you gotta do, you gotta just use a bit of hot water or hair dryer to straighten the legs, and I think it lends itself to painting really nicely. What we really liked about this miniature is that the spider's abdomen is really nicely sculpted and full of texture. What I think is that it really lends itself nicely to painting. Even though you're not a good painter, just need to do a couple of dry brushes, land a bit of wash, and I think you should be just fine. Look at that, how finely sculpted the paper umbrella is. There's even spiders on the paper umbrella. Just amazing, CMON. So next, it's another Oni. Can't remember the name here, but we'll find out for you. What we really liked about this Oni is that it's solid plastic. Although it's solid plastic, it still holds a very dynamic pose. On top of this dynamic pose, look at how well the entire miniature is sculpted. Every single strand of hair is crisp and there is no loss of detail at all. I'm really impressed by the level that CMON has delivered right now, and I can't wait to see what CMON has to deliver in the up and coming projects. So coming up next is one of our favorite miniatures from the game too. This is the River Dragon from the core set. The River Dragon is very nicely sculpted. It's nice and flowy, looking like it's underwater, but what really stood out for me is the texture and the scales on the miniature skin. You don't really need to have a lot of skill to paint this miniature nicely. You just gotta wash it down and do a couple of dry brush, and you can bring out so much detail and texture on the miniature skin. On top of that, the terrain and diorama look is just amazing, and yeah, I can't wait to paint this guy up. Next up, we have one of our favorite miniatures, the Fire Dragon. The Fire Dragon is really nice as it has fire details all over, which would lend itself really nicely to object source lighting. As you can see, the Fire Dragon's claw is damaging the ball that it's holding on. This detail on top of the texture and the pattern that is already molded onto the miniature. Our only gripe with the Fire Dragon is that the Fire Dragon's face tends to be a bit wide. It looks kind of like a fat salamander, but I guess that's the art direction, and who gives a shit? I guess it's okay to paint it that way too. So moving on is my favorite miniature of the entire game, which is an add-on. Sorry, it's not an add-on, it's a Kickstarter exclusive, the Earth Dragon. Earth Dragon is actually standing on Stone Lion. The Stone Lion is a pretty significant bit of Chinese culture, and yeah, I think it's nice that the Earth Dragon is like damaging the Stone Lion. What really stood out for me in this miniature, it's really heavy and it has texture on its skin. The skin texture you can't really see from this video, but it looks like little scales, so it looks like a snake, so it's just freaking amazing. I gotta take my hat off to CMON. So coming up next, it's a monster that I think many of you will be very familiar with. It's a Daikaiju, or should I say Godzilla. It's a big hulk of plastic with a lot of texture and detail molded in. Yeah, some places you might need some liquid green stuff to fill up the gaps, but don't see that as a big deal, because if you are already a painter, you probably have this stuff lying around, so it shouldn't be a huge problem for any painter who wants to get this guy painted up to a really nice and decent standard. So we are moving on to the little pieces, the clan pieces. So for the first clan, we'll be featuring the Dragonfly Clan. As you can see, the Dragonfly Clan is amazing. It's all of them are very dynamically sculpted. I must say that even the individual pieces who are not heroes are amazing. You can use these pieces in many other games, such as Dungeons and Dragons or even Zombicide, and non-heroes just blend themselves in as heroes. You just need to look at the weapons. The weapons have details on top of them, have little patterns, have a little insignia all over. The armor has texture to show what it's made of. Moving on, this is the what you call this? I guess this is the Coy Clan, I guess, yeah. So the Coy Clan is a bunch of females. I really like the proportions here. The proportions are amazing, and the faces lend themselves really nicely to a very Ronin geisha look, which can be painted with face paint. And I'm looking forward to paint these guys up really beautifully. The weapons all came straight, and they didn't need to be heated to straighten up. So kudos to CMON for the high quality. Moving on is the Turtle Clan. The Turtle Clan looks kind of barbaric, full of weapons and a big strong guys to back it up. As you can see, the leader over there has a lot of detail molded into his weapons. As you can see, the shield has nuts and bolts which are still very crisp. So I must say there is almost no loss in detail there, and very little more line to clear. So the next bunch of guys, not really sure what clan they are. I can't really remember, but yeah, these are the yellow guys. Honestly, they're really boring to me, but I guess to each their own. They look like really honorable people. So yeah, that's all I got to say about them. They just look like traditional Japanese characters. Yep. Yay. So moving on, the last clan, I believe this is what? Lotus Clan? Shit. Yeah, I guess this is the Lotus Clan. They're really cool. They have that basket guy over there. That's my favorite miniature of this clan. It looks very Ronin, looks very Wanderer, so I like that. What's more is that the armor is so textured and detailed. I can't say that enough, man. I'm just really blown away by the detail and quality that CMON has delivered this time round. I have no regrets backing this Kickstarter. Congratulations to those who have backed this Kickstarter. So you guys are gonna get an amazing bunch of miniatures. So last up is Fuji from the Coming Unbound box. So if you'd like to see more of these miniatures done up in detail in 360 videos, do let us know what you would like to see, and we'll be doing a part 2 really soon. We'll be painting up most of these miniatures, but we haven't fixed the order yet, so let us know what you would like to see painted. Drop us a comment, drop us a PM, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just subscribe to this channel if you like what you see, and it means a lot to us as miniature painters and artists. So we hope to see you soon, and we hope that you get your rising sun really soon. Catch you soon, guys. Thank you for watching. See you.